Next level.
Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Coach Tiffany Parra, Editor-in-Chief of Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. Today, we have our Authors Network Spotlight. We are bringing an amazing author back on to follow up with her and see what kind of amazing things she has been doing. So let me go ahead and just bring her on in. Hey, what is going on, Miss Lakecia? How are you doing? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to have you on the show.
Hey, Tiffany, I'm fine. How are you today, beautiful?
Oh, I'm just excited. I'm just excited. I'm elated to have you on the show because I know you have been out there doing some amazing things since the first time we had you on the show. So,
Yes.
and let me have you just take a moment to introduce yourself, who you are, where you're from, and just a little bit about what you do.
Most definitely. So, hello, everyone. My name is Lakecia Lockeridge. I am an author, I'm a grief coach, and I'm also a new host of a show um, called Let's Talk Grief. So, I'm excited about that. I'm also a visionary author, I'm a mother. Um, you know what? I just have my hands full. So,
Well, welcome. I'm so excited just to have you back on the show. And let's go ahead and let's go back and remind everybody about a little bit about what you had been sharing before, because I know you had, some just amazing work of art that we shared. And so let's go ahead and just give them just a little bit of a reminder of just the previous work that you have done, and then we're going to share some of the awesome stuff that you got going on the horizon here.
okay. Um, so, when I first came on, I had the project, The CEO Chronicles, which is an anthology. I was on that anthology with some amazing women. It is called 2020 versus 2020. So that was my first project. And then I believe I had already completed Caregivers Need Love Too when I came onto your platform, and we spoke of that. I was a visionary author of that as well, and I worked with some amazing women. And that book actually was a bestseller. The Chronicles was also a bestseller as well. So I have two bestsellers under my belt, and I'm
Go
so
ahead.
grateful and honored, for that. I also completed my memoir called Life Ain't Been No Sunshine, and it is doing amazing. It is really doing amazing. And so I'm working on my fourth project now. This is also an anthology, but this one is called Love Language of Grief.
Okay.
And it is near and dear to my heart. I'm working with 10 amazing women, and we are basically just, it's a book of encouragement and inspiration um, through our life stories. So these are our life stories and how we overcome and, the triumph that we've made. All of them are business women, and most of their business were birthed throughout the pain. So this book is really about turning your pain into power, learning how to grieve in a healthy manner, because grief is a never ending journey, but yet grief does not have to be full of sorrow. It can be full of honor. and just, memories and great things can come from grief as well. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I'm just so excited about just everything that you've done, everything that you're doing right now. And just, I mean, bringing, all of these, authors together to write and share. And it's really a healing process, right?
It
I
is.
mean, just when you're writing that stuff, there's so much release there. So
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Writing is very therapeutic. Journaling is very important because it's a release. Pressure does bust pipes. So release that pressure, get it out. So absolutely. And just to have a community, that's what I love about anthologies because we not only write, but we forge communities and build communities of sisterhood or, it doesn't necessarily have to be all women, but just those communities that are forged
yeah.
throughout the process. They are amazing and phenomenal, and you connect with people that you can, carry on throughout life with. So it's a beautiful process. If you haven't wrote on
Yeah.
astrology, I think you should try it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, when you're sharing similar, experiences with someone else, it just it really it forges so many wonderful bonds. And it really I think helps us to be able to share even more fully when we are in a group that are sharing and you're like, wait, okay, what, oh, you've been through that too.
Mhm.
Wow, I don't feel so alone in this process. So I just love what you're doing with, bringing, people together to share their stories,
Yeah.
and really just uplift, people out there that may not be courageous enough to share their stories yet, and hopefully they will, from, reading the stories that you and your authors share as well.
Absolutely, Tiffany, because I would like to say that it's one thing to trauma bond with someone,
Yeah.
but empowerment bonding is phenomenal.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal. So,
Yes,
yeah. Yeah.
yes. Oh my goodness. I love it. Well, look, we are going to cut to a quick commercial break and then we will be back with author Lakecia Lockeridge. Be right back. I tell you, I'm back here dancing with it. Big ups to Michelle Mupo with Mupo Entertainment. Those commercials are absolutely fabulous. They have you dancing in your seat.
Oh,
And,
yes.
definitely got to mention real quickly that Mupo Entertainment does have their annual gala coming up. So if you're an author, you just want to get in the room. I think Simon and Schuster is going to be in the room, and there are a lot of other amazing people that are going to be in the room at the Mupo Gala, and that is in July. So go to mupoentertainment.com if you want to hear more about that. So big ups to Michelle. This is Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. And we are back with our Authors Network Spotlight, author Lakecia Lockeridge. So, Lakecia, man, you have just been busy, 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 and just doing amazing work. So, let's talk about doing this anthology work because when you're doing an anthology, you're dealing with a lot of different personalities, a lot of different stuff. So, and
Mhm.
you in the projects that you've done in particular have also been women that you have been working with. And I know sometimes when women do come together, I've heard some horror stories. I've never been a part of it, but I have heard some horror stories that, it doesn't work out, well. So let's talk about just your experience with, bringing these courageous champions together, to share their stories and just, yeah.
Well, I would say that there are challenges with working with so many different personalities. However, I think what works in my favor is my ability to be transparent,
Mm,
my ability to see through it, basically. Is this a business issue or is this a personal issue? You know,
mm,
um, I am big on respect. I build my foundation on knowing that this is a respectful and safe place. So we have group chats. And within the group chats, I send the information that is needed for the anthology, but I also send encouraging, inspirational, messages. And I encourage them to take mental health checks. If you're overwhelmed or you're feeling some type of way, it's okay to back away. I may go in the group if I'm having a rough day. I may go in the group and say, today we're going to take a mental break. Let's mute the group chat and rejoin on tomorrow. Things of that
mhm.
nature. So it's finding the balance within being not only a business professional, but finding the balance to say, hey, we're all human and
Right.
we all are living life. So balance is very important. Also, I don't feed into drama. I just don't
Mm,
feed into
good.
drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean
I
that's the
think that's
key
the
thing.
key.
Yes, that's the key thing. You can't feed into drama. So but I've been very blessed and honored and privileged to work with a lot of like-minded women.
Yeah.
So we all are on the go. We all have our own lives, either mothers, wives, or, just simply business owners. So
Mm,
working with women of that caliber, they don't have much time for drama.
right.
So it works out perfectly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it has its pros and it has its cons. But I love the process as a whole.
Oh yeah. And I think, when you are working with other women that are going through life and moving through, and like you had said, like-minded women, right? Moms and wives and business owners, and maybe they're still in corporate and they're corporate leaders or whatever that is, but being able to just be like, I know, sis, I understand,
Yes.
and having that type of relationship, I think that's what really kind of cuts out the drama, because like you said, it's like everybody's already too busy to have to worry about any kind of drama within the group. They want to come to the group and really just feel that safe space. So I love that you have created that for the ladies and the participants in your anthology, that they can be transparent, they can be in a safe space. So congratulations on that. Oh my goodness. So what do you think has been the biggest challenge when it comes to just getting this stuff together and getting it out to the world?
Um, this go around, I would actually say the biggest challenge has just been the schedule differences.
Mm,
Some being on one time zone, we have, well, this anthology has women from all over the United States.
okay. Yeah.
So we have all the different time zones and so I try to be respectful because I don't want my phone dinging at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm still I'm getting ready to prepare to get up. Don't break my sleep. So I try to be mindful and respectful of the time zones. And then, we all have such high demanding schedules. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, you put the information in there, and I may have to go and say, "Hey, sis, did you see what was placed in a group chat?" And they may be like, "Oh no, I didn't get a chance to see." It's okay,
Yeah.
because I too am running, and
Right.
moving. So I may not catch everything. So that has been a challenge, but it has been a pleasant challenge. It hasn't been something that's draining. So I'm okay with that. Also, like you say, the different personalities. You may
Mm-hmm.
have some people who are more vocal
Mm-hmm.
than others. And you may have some that are more sensitive than others. So I asked from the beginning if we could just choose our words wisely,
Mm-hmm.
um, and make sure that we think about how we would feel if it was presented to us in such a manner. So I
Yeah.
kind of laid ground rules at the beginning.
Oh.
From experience of
Mm-hmm.
dealing with being in anthology projects from along the way. I have learned so much, over
Yeah.
the years. So yeah, those are challenges, but it's a pleasant environment, so I don't really have um many cons to give you about it, because it's just pretty
Yeah.
much learning, growing, implementing. So
See, I love that. I love that. I love just hearing about, those positive, like-minded women coming together without cattiness, without any judgment, just really trying to get the message out there,
yes,
that, hey, you're not alone, sis. Like, we go through some stuff. And to really be able to tap into, I mean, you guys are tapping into grief. And that's a very, very touchy subject.
yes,
I mean, when
yes,
you
it is.
said that, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can write about that, I mean, because I have had those moments of deep grief, when I lost my father, it
Mhm,
was like, ooh,
mhm.
so I commend every, all 10 of your women, and I commend you, for just heading this up and bringing this out to the forefront, because people definitely do need to hear, about stories of people coming through it and being able to cope, because it is hard.
Absolutely,
It's very hard. Yeah.
absolutely.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow. So let me go ahead, and we're going to cut to another quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back and let's talk about like the juggle, because you're not just author and visionary. You are
Yeah.
so much more. So we're going to cut to a quick commercial, and we will be right back.
All right. Thank you.
All right, all right. That was Upscale Online Biz Solutions. Big up to Charles over there. If you are interested in getting a website, getting editing, any of the things that you need to really up level your business, definitely reach out to Charles with Upscale Online Biz Solutions. All right, we are back. This is Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. And we are back with author and visionary author Lakecia Lockeridge. So welcome back. All right, Lakecia. I mean, I was reading your bio. I'm like, okay, she's a mom. She's got the, look, you've been working out there. You got just all sorts of hats that you're wearing. You just juggling all sorts of stuff. So let's talk because we're Phoenix fitness fanatics, right? So we want to talk a little bit about the health aspect of things. How the heck do you juggle this, and what does self-care look like for author Lakecia?
Self-care is definitely something that I had to um demand in my life.
Okay.
It became an essential part of my life, but I'm so grateful that I took that step to implement plans. So, like I said before, the mental health checks are essential. How are you really feeling today? Um, if it's moments where I feel like, look, I need nature right about now. I go to
Right.
nature. Um, just knowing that every life is gonna happen. Life is
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen, business is gonna be there. But just like you pencil in on your calendar for an appointment or interview,
Yeah.
pencil in your time for yourself. It's a
Okay.
must.
Yeah.
It's a must. It's absolutely necessary. So, um, like at night, I shut phones down. I have moments where it's time for a bath and meditation. I pray in those moments also. But throughout the day, even if I become overwhelmed, I
Yeah.
step away. Look, let me go and sit on the porch and, look at the sky, or, it's just things you just have to take that moment for yourself. Know that it is okay to check on yourself. Know
Yeah.
that it is okay to not be okay. Feel it, but move on from it, sis. So,
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness. So I'm so glad that we were able to have you back on this show. I tell you. So you mentioned earlier about a podcast. So let's
yes.
let's go ahead and circle back around to this podcast. So tell us a little bit about the podcast.
Yes, so it's called Let's Talk Grief. And I know when people hear the name of it, they automatically assume death. But
Mm,
you have to understand that grief affects every aspect of our lives. You
okay.
can grieve your finances, you can grieve a relationship, you can grieve transition
Mm-hmm.
in your life. Um, it affects every aspect of your life. So with that platform, we do have stories of death and
Yeah.
how they overcome it. But we also discuss other grievances in your life. So of course we express the raw emotions concerning it, the journeys, but
Mm-hmm.
we also make sure that we express how we overcome or how we cope, or what strategies have we implemented. And like I said, a lot of people have birthed their purpose out of
Yeah.
grief. So I just love the platform because it's a safe space where you can come and be honest. Like, look,
Yeah.
life did me this way, but I took those lemons and I made lemonade.
Okay.
So I love it. I really love it. It has actually been doing great. As far as the views, it's been doing better than I expected. And
Yeah.
also, not only is it live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, it's now on Total Entertainment Radio, which is called Total Praise. It's a podcast on there now. So I'm super excited
Yeah.
how just manifesting, just taking off. I'm just excited about it. So
Oh, that is so exciting. And you are so right. Like we can grieve in so many different ways. I mean, you can grieve a relationship. You have to take that
mhm.
moment to let go. And a job. I mean, I was laid off in a couple of moments in life, and that abruptness of that was like, whoa, And you
Mhm.
have to take a moment to process that. So I love that you guys are tapping into all the different areas where you can, really grieve. Wow, that's amazing. And congratulations on the views and all that good stuff. Oh my goodness, so exciting for you. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about just, some of the people out there that might want to be a visionary, or they may want to share their story. What's some words of wisdom or words of encouragement that you can give them, because they might be right there on the line, just, you got that double dutch, right? You're ready to just jump in. What's some words of wisdom or words of encouragement that you can give them, to possibly be able to share their story or their passion, something that they want to just get out there in the world?
Absolutely. Don't think, just do.
Mm.
Um, we were talk ourselves um, off the ledge about everything, but I'll say in that process, if you have a story to share, if it's been on your heart, if it has crossed your mind more than twice, just do it. Don't think about the process of it. Just be authentic in your writings and get it out. Get you a journal. If you want to voice record, get you a recorder, and just let it flow.
Yeah.
Let it flow. We can go back and fix it. You can always go back and edit and, prepare it or however you see fit. But the most important thing is letting it flow. Let it flow from the heart, from the soul, because it's going to be the most authentic in that way. You can think about the processes after you have gotten the story out. So that would be the first step that I would say. Just do it and let it flow.
Let it flow from the heart and soul, y'all, for real. Ooh, I love, 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 love that. Well, Lakecia, I'm just so excited for everything that you got going on. I'm excited for what you've already done. I mean,
Mhm.
just you're a rock star. You are a true girl powerhouse. I mean, I got to go over here to my little group, the girl powerhouse. You are a girl powerhouse, and I am
Yeah,
just so excited to be connected with you. Please share with everyone if they would like to work with you, if they would like to possibly purchase any of the books that you've been involved with. If they just need a little bit of help, a little bit of encouragement, how
absolutely.
can they connect with you, and work with you a little bit as well?
Absolutely. I am on all platforms as Lakecia Lockeridge, first and last name. um, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Email is LakeciaLockridge@gmail.com. Just type in Lakecia Lockridge and you could definitely find me. Also, if you would like to find out more about me, you can also go to my website, and that is www.LakeciaLockridge.com. As well as you can also purchase uh, either one of my books on that website as well. So, um, if you need help in the writing process, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to assist you. I needed that help when I first started, the guidance, and I got it. And so, what better way other than to pay it forward? So, reach out. I'm here. But
Oh,
thank you for having me, Tiffany. It has been an honor and a pleasure just to sit down with you again. And I
yeah.
look forward to connecting with you in the near future as well.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you again for joining us and updating us on all the amazing things that you have going on out there. Everybody, connect with Lakecia here if you want to purchase any of her works of art, if you want to maybe even get involved in one of her next anthologies, because I'm
Yes.
sure there's going to be so many more coming up. Definitely connect with her. Go to her website, show her some love, and you will definitely see her coming back on again with Phoenix Fitness Fanatics, because we like to check in and see what kind of magnificentness everybody has going on out there. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for being a part of the Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine family. We love you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.